Hey everyone, it's Heather Hurt with the NRW, and I want to wish you a very happy new year. Welcome to our first NRW back in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I know I'm really sorry. It's been a huge mess. I'm even in a new spot. We're actually working on my office, so I apologize for the weird light today. And but we're excited to be back. So it's the new year. It's 2022. Let's jump right on into some new comics. Welcome to New Release Wednesday. Wednesday, January 5th, and we are right smack dab in the middle of the very first new comic book day of the new year. Usually around the first of the year, comics are coming out a little bit more slowly. There used to be a bye week around the first of the year when publishers would not send comics to comic book stores, and that was primarily because of, it was to give shippers, to give publishers some time off, to give retailers a slower period to kind of reset after the holidays. So what we see now is we see kind of a slow start into the new year. January is also notoriously slow, just across the retail world. So we're just going to kind of inch our way in with just a handful of good picks for this week. Of course, there's great picks at your local comic shop every single week, but we're just going to start small this week with just 4 books, most of which are actually indies this week. And knock, knock, there are no DC comics. I know that's kind of crazy for me, but there are 0 DC comics on this week's list. So let's get started. The very first one, we're going to start with Image Comics. I've been a big fan of it. I love Scott Snyder. Like, he's one of my favorite writers. I was one of those kids where it's, it was kind of a touch and go for a while with comics, especially in the early 2000s. And then Batman New 52, no matter what you say about New 52, Batman New 52 just really just brought you back as a fan, as a comic book lover. And so I want to thank Scott Snyder for basically rejuvenating my passion, my love for comics. So whenever he has a new book out, I basically can't shut up about it. Nocterra was a Kickstarter originally and was picked up by Image after it completed. So I did not join in. I wish I did. I still regret it that I did not take part in the Kickstarter. So the first arc just came to a close. And now we actually have this little fun one-shot going on. Nocterra Blacktop Bill, special number 1. It's a one-shot a la Penny Dreadful style comic. It's written by Scott Snyder, Antonia Staniel, the primary writer artist duo of the primary Nocterra series, along with artist Chris Sotomayer and Dennis Cowan. They're doing the art and the inking. It's really, really fun looking book. Very, very dark book. As we know, Blacktop Bill is the biggest, greatest evil thus far in the Nocterra universe, and we want the story, the origin behind him. In walks this one-off special, the book of Blacktop Bill, as you could say. It's in the first arc. We really got to start to see the darkness that lies within this universe, and we want to see the origin of where that darkness truly formed. That's what this one shot is. It's perfect for fans of the books. It's perfect if you want to try the series out, just to see where you are in the horror genre, where you are with maybe the fandom itself, like within the Image series. I love the series. I love horror comics. I'm a huge horror comic fan. Scott Snyder has some amazing horror stories out. So I'm really excited to read another one. And this book really encapsulates what nightmares are made of. So it's really exciting, and I cannot stop talking about the series. So definitely pick it up. That's Nocterra, Blacktop Bell Special #1. And okay, next one from Image. This one was kind of funny. When I actually got the preview of this, I was really like, seriously? You sure? It's called Monkey Meat #1. It's from artist and writer Juni Ba. I'm probably saying that wrong. I am so sorry. And he's creating this cute little, and no, it's not really a cute, it's actually like super wacky, kind of demented, but really fun anthology series. Think of it a la Ice Cream Man, the award-winning series of single stories that happen within a universe. The Monkey Meat Company is a canned food company. That's where they made their fortune, and they kind of funnel that fortune into like this weird, wacky, experimental island that they've built, and it's one of those places that are like true capitalism. There's no way you can miss the statement on capitalism in this book. Even the demons and the hellspawn, they have to pay rent. They have to pay their utilities. It's just kind of funny. But what the story is based on is it's a set of small stories about those who live there. The stories and the adventures and the terrors and the fun times and everything that happens on Monkey Meat Island. And it's so much fun. Definitely you'll enjoy it. It's Monkey Meat #1, also from Image Comics, out now. Okay. All right, that's 2 down, 2 to go. Next one up is Marvel. And I really wanted to kind of take a step into this one. I am not a huge Elektra fan. It has nothing to do with the character. I just really haven't picked her up a lot. But I have loved the Black, White, and Blood story arcs in the past. We've had a Wolverine, we've had a Carnage, we've had a Deadpool. And to pick it up with Elektra, who can be bloody, who can be gory, who can be dark. I was really excited to read it, and it definitely did not disappoint. It was great. Elektra, Black, White, and Blood #1 is out from writers Charles Soule. Charles Soule. I always say Soule, but I believe it's actually Soule, so I apologize. Declan Shalvey, Leondardo Romero, pencilers and artists Mark Bagley and Simon D'Armini. Apologize if I say that wrong. With inker John Dell, colorist Edgar Delgado, letterer Joe Caramagna, and editor Devin Lewis. So this book, once again, it goes off of it kind of follows those anthology kind of stories of the previous Black, White, and Blood series. So this isn't just a one-off story. It isn't a mini. It's a series. It's kind of a small mini anthology of 3 stories, and it's really fun. It's really dark. It's basically Elektra kicking a lot of ass. There being a lot of blood. If you're not a person into like bloody, like beat 'em up kind of comics, this one might not be for you. It's a really great story. Please don't pass it up. But the whole point is lots of blood, lots of fighting, lots of action, and it's really done well. And I just loved it. And one of my favorite things was the description. The description, of course, is how you can pre-order books from your local comic shop. It's what you see all of the retailers use online, or it's what we use to try to decide if it's worth picking up the book and having it on our shelves. And it was a very simple description. I loved it. It was basically that there are 3 true definitions of the word fact. The first definition is something that has an actual existence. You, me, a cat, so on and so forth. Number 2, something that has had an actual occurrence. I am currently doing a podcast, blah, 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 blah. And number C, Elektra is the greatest assassin in the entire universe, period. It's the end of it. That is the entire description, and I loved it. I loved it so much. it's a great book. That once again, that's Elektra, Black, White, and Blood #1, and it is from Marvel Comics. Definitely pick it up. It is great. Some beautiful, beautiful variant covers. Marvel just can't stop with that. It's just, oh, they're so beautiful. Okay, final one, and I actually think this is the first one I've done for them. Aftershock Comics. I actually love Aftershock Comics. I cannot tell you how much I love Aftershock Comics with like what I know of the English language, because it's just great, great people, amazing talent, great books. A lot of them are horror, so that big hearts for me. And if you're not picking up at least one Aftershock book per month, you are not reading great comics, like period. Aftershock is amazing. I absolutely love their books. And some of your favorite current writers have a book with Aftershock, or some of them even started really picking up their steam from Aftershock. And so it's like, if you aren't, definitely check out, definitely speak to your retailer about picking up an Aftershock book. And here's a great one as an example. Bylines and Blood #1. This one was really an interesting pick. I didn't know how much I was going to love it, because it's really not usually, I'm not usually into the spy kind of situation, but this was a really good, really fun kind of thriller style spy book, and I loved it. It's from Jensen and writers Jensen and Erika Shultz, and artists, and I'm going to totally mess this up. I am so sorry. Aneke Murillenem, and I'm not even going to pretend that I said that correctly. So apologies, but it's a gorgeous book. So no matter how I say the name, props all the way. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. So in this world, it's the future, of course, because everything always happens in the future. Truth is dead. It's gone. Everything we hear, everything we see in this universe is created by corrupt politicians and large corporations. Investigative journalism is dead. Even, regular journalism is dead. Everything is set up so that, you hear what they want you to hear. George Orwell, 1984, Big Brother situation, that's, you don't get any of your own news. But that doesn't stop people from wanting the truth. They still want it, they still crave it, they still need it. So basically what you have is you have these private detectives, but in fact, instead of, going out and seeing if your wife is cheating on you, they are going to find the truth, which I guess, 50-50. And what you find is you have like kind of these investigative journalists who are now like the Ronins, protecting us and giving us the facts and giving us the truth. And Satya, she's the best. She is the absolute best at what she does. She's a former investigative reporter, and I've said that term like 6 times now. But she gets down to the nitty gritty. She will follow a lead no matter what. She's the true blue, real deal kind of reporter and PI that you would be looking for to hire. And she comes into a strange case in which her old editor is murdered. And it becomes one of the most difficult cases of her life because someone wanted to shut him up. Someone wanted to close his story down, like close whatever he had down. And what she gets, what she finds, everything leads her back to the top, the highest, the greatest, those with the most power. And of course, when you get to those levels, that puts not only you in danger, but it puts everyone you know in danger. And it's just a really fun kind of spy, once again, kind of spy thriller, and I'm digging it from literally the first issue. So Aftershock Comics, Bylines and Blood #1. Definitely pick it up. All of these books, of course, are available at your local comic shop right now, right today, right meow. And we hopefully you go and pick them up. Please support your local comic shop, especially as the new year rolls around. It's time to start a subscription. Pick up your subscriptions if you haven't been in a while. Please pick up your subscriptions if you haven't been in a while. You have no idea how much that benefits a retailer by just picking up your books. If you do not have a local comic shop and you want to go find one, check out the Comic Shop Locator. Of course, it is set up by one of the comic shops distributors. So that way it has literally a direct line to all of the shops, all of them. And it'll give you a list of ones that are nearby. If there are none nearby, you can always reach out to retailers like me. We're all online. And we can definitely help you either connect with someone, either physically or if not digital, like via post or digital. There are some great stores that offer mail only subscriptions, and it's support local no matter which way you can, and definitely reach out. I'll give you my contact information in just a second. Right after, of course, I thank our wonderful sponsor, Bunnies and Cream. Bunnies and Cream is still offering that 20% to all viewers. Remember to hit that subscribe button here. But to all viewers, it's with the code NERDSRULE, all caps, NERDSRULE, and it's free shipping. 20% off and free shipping. It's really great. Definitely check them out. They have really fun scents, like raspberry lemonade and like Magical Girl. One of my favorites is Magical Girl because I'm a magical girl. But definitely check them out. They've got some great, they have candles, they have body lotions, they have bath bombs. I love the bath bombs. Definitely, enjoyed a bath bomb on New Year's Day. Relax, self-care, you deserve it. It's 2022. You deserve self-care. So definitely check out Bunnies and Cream. Their link and information will be just below in the description of this video. And I want to thank, of course, us. New Release Wednesday is part of the NRW Nerds Rule the World family, and the best way to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter at the NRW or Instagram at New Release Wednesday. We still have not changed it, so we still have that one. So at New Release Wednesday on Instagram, or better yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button right here. We want you to follow us. We have some great reviews, movies, comics, games, everything. Definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you want to follow me, you can definitely follow me on Twitter at NerdIsAHeather. That is the backwards version of my Instagram handle, at HeatherIsANerd. And I'm trying to get myself back on TikTok. It's for the young people, so I'm having a hard time. But at HeatherIsANerd there as well. If you have any questions, if you ever want to know more about comics, about a local comic shop, definitely hit me up. I'm always happy to chat. Thank you guys, and y'all have a wonderful Wednesday and happy new comic book day.
So